And this is another video series along with our Automata box. And this is going to be our assembly. All right, we're going to start our assembly. Very tweaky. So let me show you a few things with assembly. I will tell you right off the bat that there's nothing wrong if you make a mistake, that sometimes you have to delete that piece that you brought in and start it over again because you may have clicked. Do not click too much. So watch me. If it doesn't, keep trying it until you get it. If you get it mostly, I can help you in class, but give it a shot. Practice it. Try it. If you don't like it, you see red, delete it, try it again. All right, it's no harm in that. So here's the first thing we're do: create document. We're gonna call it Automata box assembly. All right, I'm going to put vid for mine so I know that this is the video one that I need to save. All right, create. It's going to give you the same screen. We're going to do something a little different, though. We're going to come down here, and let me see if you can see it. See my tab down here where I'm in Part Studio? Follow my cursor. You want to actually click Assembly. So when I do that, it gives me a whole new screen up here with new tools. So let's hit Insert. You're going to see no parts available, so hit Other Documents, and you might have to hit a little arrow over here, and you should start to see all your parts. All right. First thing we want to find is the bottom part. There's the one that I just created. Left click on it. It is going to give you this message. Please hit where it says create a version in bottom vid or whatever, for bottom. And I want you to retype. It's the only time you're going to have to do this. Retype bottom again, and then hit create. And what it's going to do is going to give you a screen like this with that red bottom piece. So here's our first insert. Left click. Oh, it puts a piece in here. Left click again, and it puts it in. I want you to left click again. Let's put about 3 of these in. I could put 100,000 of these in if I want. I just want you to see that all these pieces are, that you can do that. All right. Go over to the green check. Make sure you hit the green check, and notice you can do anything just like we rotate them, but they all rotate together, and that can be good, but it also can be bad. We only need one piece, but I wanted to show you that we could put it in many. If I delete this, if I click on this, right click, and delete the part, that part is not deleted. It's just deleted from the assembly screen. So let's delete and only have one left. All right, couple things with this. Left click on it, and you see this little direction. It's like this little girl in a dress with pigtails. If you grab that, you can move wherever her pigtails go. I can go that way. All right, I can grab that and make it go that way. This is just giving you different ranges of motion for your deal. So it comes on, goes off. Now, that's going to be important on certain parts. So I'm going to move this over here. So just know that we can do that. All right. So first thing we want to do this is fix this in place. We want to lock this piece in place. It's the only piece we're going to do this, maybe another one if we have to, but right click on the part, and about a quarter of the way down, you're going to see something that says fix. Hit fix. All right. If I try to left click on this and get that little pigtail girl thing coming up, guess what? It doesn't work when you have it fixed. All right. So that's good. If you also right click and it says unfix, that means that you fixed it. So that's good. Leave it alone. All right. So what we need to do is we're going to bring another part in, but we also need to measure. Come down to the bottom right, hit this measuring tape, and just click a side. We need to find the 4-inch side, and I just clicked mine. There's the 4-inch side. So I'm going to rotate it that way. So this is where I want to stick that left to right piece on both sides. All right. So I measured it. I'm going to hit insert, go back to find my left to right piece, which is where, pull it down here. There's my left to right piece right there. Left click, create a version just like we did before. Call it left to right, and then hit create. And that's going to give you that little screen that shows you your part. Click on part 1, and let's just do one at a time. I'm going to put it just to the right. Left click it in, hit the green check, very important. And notice how these both move together. If I want this to move separate, I'm just going to left click this, pick the pigtail. I'm going to move it so that it just like I have it in my hand. I like that. All right. Now here's where it gets tricky. These are all our mates. We want to actually glue this on. The way that we glue it in Onshape is to do these mates. All right. So up here, you're going to see planner mate. First one is fasten, revolute, slider, and then that one is planner. So left click on planner. That's going to come up, and you are going to left click that side, and it puts a little circle on it. Now, having a mouse, very important. I can scroll in and left click when it's flat looking at me, and look what it does. It actually glues it in. If yours looks like this, where it went inside, see how it went inside the shape? Make sure you hit this little cursor like that, the little arrow, and it pops it on the outside, and then hit green check. Almost every mate that we do is going to have two mates for a side or something to make it look perfect. That is actually good there, but it's not even with the bottom here. So what we're going to do is do something called a tangent mate. Up here, it's like 1, 2, it's like 4 away from mate, 4 or 5. It says tangent. Tangent just means touching. So left click on tangent, and we're going to tell Onshape that we want that corner. We click it to be touching the red corner like that. And look what it does. Slides it in place. Green check. Perfect. We're done with that. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to insert part 1 again. Notice I'm going to put, actually, notice you can move this over here a little bit. I'm going to put this piece on this side, just like that. Hit the green check. Left click the piece, and I'm going to rotate the pigtail girl just like that a little bit. Okay. If yours is not matching, that means you put it on the wrong side. You might want to go delete that and then rotate that and put it on the right side. But you can see clearly that that is on the right side. So we're going to put this on the opposite side. Planner mate, flat, and then we're going to left click on that. Not on the corner, but flat. And we look at it. That looks beautiful. Hit the green check. And then we are going to do a tangent mate. We don't want a tangent here to here because that's going to make them opposite. So we want to come down on the bottom, hit tangent mate, hit the corner here. And look at that, folks. That is 3 of the 5 sides perfectly done. So all we got to do is put a front back side here, A on one side, and front back on the other. So I'm going to have that ready. I'm going to insert. Come over here, find my front back, which is right here, front back A. Create new version. Type in front back A. Okay. I'm just putting vid so I know that it's a video that I'm doing. You can just do front back. It's going to create my part 1. This one should be the one with the holes. I'm going to put it on the right side. You can put it on the left, doesn't matter. Hit the green check. Going to left click on it. I'm going to move my pigtail person this way because I like to pretend that it's in the position that I want if it was in my hand. All right, so now watch. Rotate around. Tricky, but I'm going to do it. Planner mate. Flat on that surface. Flat on that surface. And it didn't take. So left click again. There it is. And then I look, and it looks like it's okay. It's not inside, and I'm going to hit OK. Same concept. So that looks good. Tangent mate. And I want this corner to be even with that corner. Boom. Look at that. Oh, it doesn't look right. What happened? Oh. Did not work. All right. So I'm glad that actually happened. So see how it's still off a little bit? So what I'm going to do is come over here. If yours worked, give yourself a hand. Mine did not. So I'm going to delete that tangent over here and delete the planner. And then now those mates are not there. I'm going to pull this away a little bit. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do planner mate. I'm gonna try something just a little different to see if it likes it better. Sometimes it gets a little tweaky. And then I'm gonna put that on, oh, I gotta get over here. Put that on the flat side. Okay, that looks good. So I just redid the planner mate. All right. Now I'm going to do tangent on the other side because it really didn't like what I did on the left side. I don't know why, but I'm going to hit that and I'm going to make it. And it didn't do it again. What is up? Yuck. Not very good. All right. Well, let's try. I did that. Let me just see if I can actually make this tangent. Sometimes I can do two tangents. Let's see if it likes it. No. All right. So I'm kind of glad because this is sometimes the frustration you have to go through. I am actually going to delete this whole piece. All right. Because it's acting up. So I'm going to delete it. And then I am going to pull in another front back piece. All right. And see if I can try it again. Move this out a little bit. Pigtail. Move that so it goes like that. All right, let's try it again. Planner mate. Maybe I just need to make sure it's flat. Planner mate flat to, ooh, sorry that I'm moving so much. And I have a mouse. Can you imagine? I can't imagine you guys doing it without a mouse. And then I'm going to come to this flat side. Okay. That went inside, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the arrow, and then I'm going to check. All right, so that on there. Let's try and see if tangent will work this time. Tangent mate, corner of the blue, corner of, and look at that. I have no idea why it didn't work the first time, but you see what I did? I just tried it a couple times on both sides, didn't work, deleted it, and then I went back and did it again. Sometimes that's what you have to do. That looks awesome. Let's insert the, we don't want that same piece. We want front back B. So let's find front back B. Boom. Create new version. Front back B. All right. And we are going to create it. There she is. We're going to grab that part, left click it in. All right. Move this over a little bit. And then we're going to rotate it with our pigtail. All right, let's see if we can do a planner mate. Planner, flat side, come over, find the flat of that. All right, that looks good. Don't have to do anything different with it. Hit the green check. Let's see if it likes my tangent on this. So maybe I just need to get closer. That corner touching that corner. See, it didn't like it again. All right, so I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to try that tangent one more time. Let me see if I'll try it on this side. So maybe tangent there to there. All right, it liked that one. See, I just went to the right side, and I got everything clean. And guess what, folks? We have a nice clean box. So that's what it should look like. The top is going to actually be here, even though we said that's the bottom. We're going to rotate it this way, and I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to actually put the crank in. So I'm going to insert. I'm going to go find the crank. All right, there's our crank. Create. Type in crank. And we are going to now wait for it to generate. Go ahead. I'm going to put it there because I like to work from right to left. You can go left to right, doesn't matter. And there's our little crank. I'm going to move it over. I'm going to literally hit this, and then I'm going to rotate so that it's kind of facing the way that I want it to go. All right, you ready for this? This is our test. We're going to do a different mate. This is called revolute mate. So that's the second one. That's because we want this thing to revolve. So I'm going to hit revolute, okay? And I'm going to hit end there. And then I'm going to come all the way to that side. And it goes all the way through to the other end. And we're going to hit OK. And that is it right there. And let's test it. Watch this. I'm going to left click the handle and rotate. If that rotates like that, folks, you did wonderful. If the whole box falls apart, you probably didn't fix that red piece. Give yourself a hand. That's really can be difficult and tweaky. You saw that, but I don't have any red over here. If you've got red, you probably did a few things a little wrong. But if you do have this turning and you only have one red, I'm okay. But if you got more and it's falling apart, you probably want to delete those and try it over. But that's what it should look like. We're almost there. We just got a few other things to do. So congratulations. Close that off. And I will see you in the next video series.